howdy to the YouTubes. Wondering what on earth's going on in my in the chat feed. But welcome to Control Stream 4. I am intending to beat the rest of this game sitting down. It is about 9:30 local when I'm sitting down to record, which is a lot later than normal, but I've been busy doing commentary for my ongoing competition. I've covered like 2 matches. And we spent last stream just doing nothing but side quest stuff. We had a few hours, so I went and barreled through loads of that. And I have done some more side quest work off screen as well. The target for tonight is to beat the main game. And we're going to be doing basically nothing but the main game. And I intend to get this finished this evening. Which means that we'll sit down for a 5th stream to touch upon downloadable content. But we'll get there when we do. So other than that, though, I think we're ready to get ourselves cracking on here. So, yes, as mentioned, I did do a little bit of extra screen work after the last stream. Just picking up some bits and pieces, trying to find some more hidden areas, pick up some abilities, do a couple of quests as well, finding the mold dudes for Underwood and stuff like that. And, you know, we've made some good progress. I'm pretty happy with that. The game just slowly loads up here. So, let's give a quick where we're at here mission-wise. So, this is going to be the thing we're doing here. I haven't done the jukebox. I do want to explore what the jukebox does, and we might explore that before. We might do main quest, see what this does, and then finish main quest. I'll have to see exactly, but I think I do want to spin what this is, because this is, I think, part DLC, which is part of the edition that I have, the game that I have, which is good. I've got a whole load of files and such I've picked up, I found over the course of exploring. And that's all lovely and well and good. We have 24 jukebox tokens, everyone. It's a hell of a lot. As far as our abilities are concerned, I have been spending them off screen, so we're stat now. We've got plenty of energy. I've got the shield rush ability now, so that we have the rush, the shield we can evade to charge people. I've improved like ground slam damage, bits and pieces. Our weapons are also pretty good as well. I have been working on those. So grip nearly has a 3rd level. Charge has 3 levels now. We've actually got this maximum uploaded, which is pretty good. Lots of decent mods as well. I am interested in getting grip up to level 3 as well. It is our most used weapon by a distance. Unfortunately, for us to do that, we need to get hold of a load of remote forts, which I don't currently have, so we'll have to work that out. But that is basically where we're at with this. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention, outfits. So we have a new outfit we're going to run for a little bit. Do you guys remember the fight down in the Mirror World against Evil Jessie, basically? And I didn't know it. I was like, she's got a cool little outfit going on. I wonder if we can get hold of that. Well, it turns out that you can. And what happens is if you go to do the fight in research down here, if you go to one of the rooms in Synchronicity Lab, I think it's this one specifically after the fight, you'll actually find the gear is on one of the crash test dummies. Which is, you know, pretty cool. And here it is, the asynchronous suit, which I think is pretty damn awesome. I really like this. I think it's a cool piece of gear. So we're going to run this for a little while. I'll probably change her back to her original gear for like the back end of the game. But yeah, we're gonna run this for now because like look at it. Woo! Awesome. It's cool. I'd had a look to see what some of the other outfits are in the game. This is by far the best. It's not even. There's a couple other cool ones, but you gotta either have paid for them or have like the PS4 version of this game has a couple of specific ones, I believe, as well. Yeah, I found it. It's just we just missed it basically. But yeah, it's awesome. I really like it. So with that done and dusted, it is time for us to continue with the main plot line. So for us to do that, we're gonna make our way back to containment. And we are heading off to find and learn about the Prime Candidate Program. While we are doing this, there is one other... I went and did loads of off-screen stuff as well. I went and did... There's a side quest for, like, getting various altered items that have been lost at a containment. I went and did all of those off-screen. Well, not all of them. There's 2 stages to it. That's fine. So there is, yeah, so the, whatever it's called, Langston's Runaways. 2 sections to this. The first one just has you grab them bits and pieces. There's some fun items. I am indeed. That's because I've been busy commentating matches, but I want to get this, the end game done tonight, so we can worry about DLC in its own stream, and then be done with the game, basically. And I just fancy playing it, and I think we can get this finished over the next few hours. We'll see how we go. So yeah, Langston's Runaways has a load of things you got to do. There's some cool stuff. It turns out, you guys remember that rubber duck that we got hold of for reasons a stream, I think last stream? It's actually part of this quest line. We've just done it early, which is kind of funny. But yeah, there's a couple of ones here. The flamingo and the mannequin. Now, these are actually going to be these are going to happen in areas we're visiting anyways. One of them is in the program we're about to go to, and the other one is down in the sealed threshold corridor, which I could quickly visit back to, so I figured I'd do that at least on screen. Well, I went and did the first section off. There was some fun. There was like a traffic light, which was really funny. There was a traffic light you've got to go and capture, but it has this gimmick. It like goes through the lights, and if you move when it's on red, it like kicks you back and stuff. You know, cute little things. It's pretty cool. So let's get going. Oh, one last thing I want to mention before we do get on. So we need to get hold of these remote forts. These are gated content. I didn't realize I was looking at these, but it turns out that if you look at these things, they'll tell you where you can gather these items. So this comes from alerts. You get impulses at maintenance, stuff like that. So the remote forts apparently come from containment. So we're here. Yes, that is one of the things she does. I did read about Evil Jessie. I did notice that. But yeah, so we're gonna be using grip, but we have charge. Charge is awesome now that it's improved. Would you like to see how awesome it is? I think you're about to see. Oh yeah. This place is usually pretty busy. It's nuts! Charges. It's probably better to use not actually charging up the shots, funnily enough. Oh god, I went too high. Deputy Officer Owl. If that is your real name. Probably not. Hey! Alright, where'd this scumbag go? There he is. Get back here! Look at him dodging! Scumbag! Come on! Aha! These things are a pain. There we go. He dropped a lot of stuff. Damn. It's been a good game. I've enjoyed my time on this for sure. This is not an easy game. I would definitely note that, and that is something that I have definitely assessed. This is not an easy game. Some of these boss fights are pretty tricky. So I'm pretty happy to have done well. But yeah, the story's fun. There's a lot of cool stuff about it. The environment is wacky. We still haven't learned everything about it. And hey, it's got James McCaffrey, so it's pretty good. No, it's not. It's deliberately obtuse in that form. And you know what? I'm okay with that. We need some of those. So yeah, we do need to keep an eye out for whatever things we get. I do want to get grip up to level 3 before we go to the end game, because grip is definitely like my most used weapon. And that is one thing I will say for this game. I like the fact that you don't have to worry about like finding ammo. I think that is a benefit to the game. It just cycles itself. It just makes it so much easier. So I have. Thank you. All right. Let's rock and roll. We are here for the Prime Candidate Program. Reminder that that Jesse's brother, Dylan, has said that we should go here to discover the ugly truth about the Bureau. She's coming in to look for the slide projector, which Dylan has revealed is why the Hiss invasion came in the first place. But you know, Dylan had some interesting things to say in some of his dreams about he is insinuating that Jessie might not quite be who she thinks she is, and the Bureau are really bad people. We'll see. No. Ah, shit. We have buckets of files, by the way. I guess I could show some of these off. So we've got the various supplements and information on the various items that we've contained. Here's the mirror we found earlier, by the way. Certify the case. Someone's shown to be a lunatic on the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. But other stuff we found. We got this paper lantern, which like hides and shields itself. The paper is red with elegant black Japanese characters that translate to ramen. That's very nice. We've got these letters that appear in dead letters. They like teleport around each other. Bit of a semi-puzzle there. It's kind of cool. The hand chair. So this is on the roof in containment. You've got to like shoot some things to like be able to get it down and cleanse that. Yeah, it does. And we've got this as well. We've got the oscillator. An electric brand fan with grill. The question robs the immediate vicinity of all oxygen. All sorts of weird stuff. Here's the traffic lights we had to capture. This was really cool. The item was discovered after a streetlight and intersection near an elementary school began shifting people away from itself after sunset. Local panic brought the case to the attention of the Bureau, which was contained, and a gas leak was blamed for the confusion at the townspeople's perception. Some other research. We got this report from Tennyson by a true believer. I'm not going to go into this because this is more dead letter stuff. Read that on the YouTube. But I will show one thing off, and that was I was going through archives and found something interesting.
The exact process of how an altered item is born eludes us. We find them in the aftermath of altered world events. They take the form of everyday objects, ever present in our lives, constantly evoked in the thoughts of millions of people, now infused with unpredictable energies. They're altered. The superstitious would call them cursed. Now, are altered items sentient? Not quite. They're often fixated, programmed almost to cause certain events to happen over and over again. While generally less potent than objects of power, they are not able to be controlled. Left unchecked, they can be highly dangerous.
I know.
To study altered items, we contain them in Panopticon.
That state of that board, by the way. I love Darling, and I love these things. I've got the American Overnight as well, but I'm not too worried about it. We've got a game to complete, kids. So here we are. The Prime Candidate Program. We can't open that, so...
Define new Prime candidates.
Uh-oh.
The Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
P7. Oh boy. We'll listen to that in a moment. Get him! Ah, shit. Help! Right, they're recovering health. That would explain a lot. There he is. Get back here, you! Damn you! I've got a mod that gives us less arrow consumption when we're mid-air. It's pretty useful. Oh, fuck this. the hell is going on with this room? Ah, missed him. Ah. There we go. The absolute state of this place. Woo! Oh god. Oh. Are we done? Very good. Yeah, There are questions to be asked, you know? Bright Falls. Oh boy. Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated, showed signs of severe mental trauma. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after Bright Falls are Special Agent Nightingale and Dr. Emil Hartman, referred to the Creator's Dilemma and Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe this event was a result of a forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake, overlapping with our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian. We'll be reading more about this later. 2011, a book by Clay Stewart about the Alan Wake files was published by Roundabout Press. Agent interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity, placed under indefinite surveillance. Monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any further activity. We'll be worrying about that later.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates.
His predecessor.
There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family.
We're trying.
My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died.
Damn.
Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
So the question, of course, is Who is P7? That sucks though. Trench got so like engrossed into doing shit for this that yeah, it cost him his family. We are picking up these remote forts, which is good. Oh, that is really, really trippy.
God, the only thing creepier than one mannequin is a few dozen of the damn things.
Oh, God. So this is the side mission here. We've got a couple of runaways to pick up. We need to contain the mannequin. Oh, I see where this is going. P6 is Dylan Faden. That is our brother. After an AWE event when Jesse and Dylan were young, Dylan was taken in by the Bureau. And after realizing that he had plenty of para-utilitarian abilities, they took him in. Right, so what we've got to do is we've got to work out... One of these is what we're after, I guess, but the hell if I know which one. Oh my god. Is this like needle in the haystack stuff? Oh god. And how am I meant to work out which one's the one I need? Oh, this is awkward. Yes, is the TLDR. Am I meant to, like, is something gonna indicate that one of these is the one I'm after? Yes? Okay, that wasn't too bad.
New hero policy. No more mannequins.
You're the boss, boss. Here we are. Mannequin procedures. A wire fabric waist mannequin. Base and head are made of stained wood. The item duplicates. The trigger of this behavior is unknown. Pretty bad. Alright then. There is one more mission to do with that, and that will be we'll deal with that later. So we know the P6, but there was a P7. I wonder who that might have been. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Nah, they would like to keep them under lock and key where possible. Opens that. Closed cases, eh? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The true horror. Fresh old kids.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to read, but don't dash and don't scream much. Let's join the Threshold Kids. Let's join the Threshold Kids.
As always, a reminder, this is targeted at children.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
Go away.
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other.
What?
We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg?
Lol.
So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
That's a big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair? Everyone wants the big chair, Meg! That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Honest question, Heratura. Would you show your children this? It's educational! Allegedly. Let's put that back on. Oh. The summary of what happened at Bright Falls. I thought so. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake, Washington, resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake, creating an AWE in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and for a limited time. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker that an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter Sarah, who was the current sheriff of Bright Falls. A Bureau field team arrived at the site 2 days later, only to confirm that the event was over. Interviews were conducted with various people: Thomas Zane, Odin Anderson, Tor Anderson as well. Alan Wake is believed to... Eyewitnesses report highlights old light switch that apparently was missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. The next stream is going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. This threshold kills, man. I actually think the very first one we saw was probably the creepiest, not gonna lie. P6.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us.
Yeah.
But wishing won't change things.
There's the...
Finding the projector will.
There's the containment.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6, and the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here, and I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here.
Just a quick reminder, Northmore was referring to Director Northmore, who was in charge of the Bureau before Trench. So, Trench's predecessor, and Trench is now officially Jesse's predecessor.
There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. He's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Robert's got killed.
Oops.
It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Oh boy. You think Dylan was seen by Darling as like a son figure? Yeah, him and Trench, they weren't great people. I hate it when I do that. Transitive Conversation, reviewed by Dr. Darling. So it was alone during the outburst. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. Subject repeatedly did the phrase "fuck off" numerous times before being sedated. P6 victim autopsy. This must have been Roberts. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries in the head and neck, extensive trauma of the abdominal region, lacerations and contusions, fracture of the spinal cord, avulsion fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, blunt force injuries of the extremities, abrasion, lacerations, contusions, dislocation of left and right elbows and knees. For examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding when he was contorted through... Jesus. That's a heck of a way to go. That is bad, bad times. You get the impression I'm not going to like this.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
Yep. Yep.
All the times I felt paranoid. I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Candidate P7. She was being spied on consistently. I know, right? It's kind of crazy. You spying on me too?
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well.
Wait, what?
We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Photos were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No, that's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
This light projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh boy. God damn it, Trench.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
This could be fun. It's not who I was going for, but whatever. God almighty. Put it down. What a mess. Work chat about a dead dog. A straight up deceased dog, had a collar on it and everything. It's been rotting in that box. Ooh. It's kind of grim. There's some fun going on in there, I can tell. Alright. I think that gets us down. Oh, yeah. All fun and excitement in there. More files. There's a lot of files this part of the game. Marinus of recovered materials from Willow. Hollow spheres, carcasses, an aged shotgun cartridge. All sorts of bits and pieces. Just mark that off there. There we are. We're picking up these various echoes. Gosh, we needed them. Right, guess we're going down. Transit corridor, right? Oh! That's nasty. That's a nasty trick game. Don't appreciate that.
Kane and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
Yeah, sorry about that. Things are... Oh, yeah. We're gonna need this. Hello! God. Fine, now. I'll be having a PCU. Thank you. Help. Assistance. Nice. Well, we can seize dudes for a temporary time, so they actually assist us. It's pretty neat. Let's get this base sorted out. I know. Better.
We're going back home.
Of
course we are.
I wish that was a good thing.
Started there, and it's never gone away.
No. Alright. Oh, by the way, I also went and got the antidote off of Underwood. We took damage from something else. Yeah, we can traverse these and not worry about it too much now, which is good. Ooh, that's nice. We are now fighting some pretty good stuff here. Very good. If there's anything else around here, that's fine. Stupendous. You have a variety of mods here, which, you know, trying to find the best stuff that we've got here. Some of these are not really that necessary anymore, truthfully. Trash what we don't need. Weapon mods. That is just inferior. That's pretty good. And these are for zooming. We don't need that. That should be good enough. Okay. Anything down here? Just checking, you know, you never know. Doesn't look like it. Ah! Oh, nice, actually, hidden area, sweet. I'll take those ability points. Okay, let's grab some stuff. Oh, these echoes are so much needed. A page of typewriter. Ocean View Motel. Hey! Ocean View Motel and Casino! Huh. Page been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. Huh. Alright, cheers. Nice to see you, my dear. For 10 years, I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they are all the same. It's a hideous trap by every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know that for sure that I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? The thought alone can drive you mad. That DLC's gonna be good. I love how we're running into so much of it, though. I definitely didn't quite expect that. Okay. Okay, we have a couple of ability points. We could spend them on a couple of things, but I don't think it's really worth it right now. Finally! Score! Very nice. That is good stuff. Okay, then. I would very much like to upgrade this. So what do we got? We got damage, ammo cost levitating. What else would I want here? That's not bad. I guess that'll do for now. Turntable, eh? Oh, God.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel.
damn things. I know there's more. Oh! This is gonna be a mess. Alright, stance! Oi! There we go. So we need to turn the turntable so we can get into the AWE. Okay. Of course these things are around. Shouldn't be surprised. There's a mold around here. It's probably not good. Okay, we ain't getting in there. I do say that up there, but I have a feeling we can go around and do that probably. Alright. This mold's a bit worrying. All this mold
There's
is...
gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
It's a bit worrying.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Uh-oh. That looks pretty bad. Watch out about teeth. Guess who just had an inspected inbound delivery of 100 teensy-wincy tiny little boxes? And you know what's inside each one? A single human tooth. Oh boy.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
I see. Need to, clear the mold.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Oh, I know where that is. Right, we've been there before. Oh, God knows what we might find around here. I don't know if it was actually possible to get into these two areas. We'll work it out later. Going that way. Maybe we can get down below. I was about to say, bit too quiet around here. Oh, great, it's these freaking invisible dudes as well. I hate those things. They hit really hard as well. It's pretty nasty. Nice picture. Kind of trying to keep an eye out for bits and pieces as we explore around here, because who knows what might be where. Never really sure. This is different. Hell? Freaking chopper. That's not what I wanted. Right. powered up here. What the hell happened to this? Oh, it's on its side. I see. Nice launch efficiency mod. Okay. That's 2. Where was the third one? There it is. Okay. I'm not sure what that might have actually done. Probably good things. Look at this efficiency mod here. I might put that on, actually. How good is it? Oh, it's a personal mod. Energy by 20, or just 23 less efficiency. I mean, that's... Yeah, I'd rather just have the general there. Let's get to here. I mean, might be. I mean, at this point, who the hell knows? I see. That gets us to here. This opens this up. Okay, cool. This gear is awesome. Oh, this is gonna be carnage. Oh, this is bad. Get him on the way through. Awesome. Aha! I raise you a shield wall, sir. Ooh. That's right between the eyes. It's a beautiful shot. In a mess of this place. Oh, here we are. The airplane. Airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield in Cincinnati. Says it be connected to a certain AWE to be evaluated for altered status. Brought in for Newark subway tunnel. Blah, blah, blah. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated. Initial readings have been taken by a research team. No altered status has been detected yet. Q. Man, the budget of, like, piecing this place back together once all is said and done is... it better be extensive. Ordinary AWE. Areas off limits. Well, you see, the problem with that, I'm the goddamn director. Hello. Well, that didn't go well for him. AWE Stage 1. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. Dylan and Jesse's interviews. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in a lot. It was our secret playhouse. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom and his gang, Freddy, Hugo, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide. Designation house. I didn't mean to press that. I'm sorry. So apparently it's through this slide projector. That's a bad sound.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
I'll let you see this one.
You found out, brother.
The men in the suits, they told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. But that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Por Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
So American Overnight, as a reminder, it was actually set up by the Bureau as a way to get people to, like, call in about weird stuff so that they could investigate it kind of discreetly. Makes sense. So an AWE occurred in Ordinary, caused by an object of power. Discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Man, it sounds like freaking Blackout Club a little bit. You guys remember that game? Man. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan and Jesse Fabian were playing at the local dump when they found the discarded slide projector. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. An AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who had led them to the projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. 17 surviving individuals are found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television,
Jesse,
a supposedly
you
haunted
need to...
house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
Thank you, game. Did not know what happened there. Darling. Darling's great. Oh, this looks bad. There's so many files here. We'll delve into these in a second. Good. Now we can concentrate about things. Okay. Modern media. That's the one we. That's the America. That's that. AWE Stage 2. Witness testimonies. After what happened at school to Mr. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw they took the projector. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They've been using the temple slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The not mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and ran as fast as we could. They chased us, fell and hurt my knee, just tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Looks like a dog. Like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. He said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. What the hell? Projector wouldn't turn off, so he changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. She said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. This is the entity thing that's been with Jesse ever since. Hand is verified and is in Bureau possession. I didn't miss a third document, did I? There's a lot of documents right now. I don't feel like we did. I think we're fine. It's complicated.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison.
Hey, that's more than one word.
Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rat in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan? Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
There's a bit of void kampf about it, isn't there? I can't deny that. Alright. While we're here, we're going to go quickly into countermeasures. These are the things here. We've completed a couple of these. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some bits and pieces. Any of these I think I can likely get hold of. These are all things not involving here, so we're not worried about it. Constructs. What do I need for further upgrades? Spin can be done. I wouldn't mind upgrading Pierce. Pierce is also pretty solid. I need more remote forts for that. I'd be more interested in upgrading Pierce than Spin, personally. Sod it. What the hell? Spin's also alright. Get it done. This looks fun. 1B. The second slide we called the Meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then when we come out, everything had melted around the projector. Neil was really into it. We found out that he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. Hence they took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide. That's not what happened. That's a file? We went in and met Polaris, like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn. The world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the knot mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off, and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except Hand, which was the Polaris one.